First, we start with the Iranian elections. As we do this show live at 8:05 Eastern on Friday night, we have an update for you. We do. Remember when we used to do this in the American elections? All right. With 61% of the polls reporting in Iran, Iran claims that Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has a 66.1 to 31.6 lead. So this is not 10% of the polls reporting. This is an overwhelming 60% of the polls reporting. And they claim Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has a 35-point lead. Mahmoud, please. Now, here's some indications why this might not be, if you will, kosher. Before the elections, there was a poll that I saw, and I understand that the polling in Iran might not be the best we can possibly do, but Mousavi was leading 54 to 39. And tremendous voter turnout today, and 75% of the electorate voted, which is, of course, an unbelievable number. Here in the U.S., if we got 50%, we say it's fantastic, right? 75% of the people vote. A third of them are under 30. In the areas that Mousavi is more favored, their voter turnout was tremendous, to the point where they had to have the polls open for an extra 6 hours. Barack Obama, one of the guys that they quoted in the Associated Press said, Mousavi is our Barack Obama. I wouldn't go that far, but he's clearly the moderate in the race. And if this election were to be rigged, let's put it this way, it certainly wouldn't be rigged in favor of Mousavi. It would be rigged in the favor of Ahmadinejad, of course. How do I know this? Other than the fact that he is, of course, more radical and more right-wing and closer to the, it appears, closer to the mullahs and the ayatollah that run Iran. Well, before the election, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard announced if Mousavi claims that he has actually won and protests the vote, this is before the election, we will crush him. Okay, so that was not a good sign. And then after the election, but before any of the votes were announced, Iranian state news agency came out before the voting was really counted and said, Ahmadinejad has won. Really? How do you know? Well, the way they would know, of course, is if they knew that Ahmadinejad was going to win all along and that this counting is a total farce. Now, I've read that the Iranian elections have been moderately fair before. I don't know where people get that assumption, or it might be based on some facts, but I'm not aware of those facts. Ahmadinejad was trailing in the polls, such as they are in Iran, in the last election, and then came out magically on top. It seems to be happening again today. Here's what I do know. Based on every other fact that we've seen in Iran, for Ahmadinejad to win by 35 points is a goddamn joke. That's what it is. As a friend of mine said, he might as well win 97-3, and they call it North Korea or Iraq under Saddam Hussein. It's total and utter crap. Now, it's just 60% of the vote counted. Who knows how it's going to go? Let's see how the other 40, maybe the Mousavi districts have not reported yet, right? And it's possible that he comes back. And I don't know the intricacies. Do you think I know if the Ayatollah fixed the elections? I don't have any evidence of that, other than what appears to be plain on his face as to how people seem to have voted and then what they tell us the results of the election are. But this is obviously not a good sign. And so far they claim that they've counted up to 20 million votes. But one other thing that happened, they said that the internet just magically happened to have a lot of problems today, and then the texting was jammed today. Now, if you wonder why that's relevant, because Mousavi's people are more tech savvy, and they have been campaigning based on sending texts, and they wanted to send out texts and emails, etc., and use the internet to get people to the polls. But somehow, just randomly, the text and the internet happened to be down today in Iran. Golly gee willikers. Gee, I wonder which side the Iranian government is on. I can't quite tell. Are they favoring Ahmadinejad or Mousavi? Now, of course, if Mousavi loses and Ahmadinejad regains the presidency, it is a terrible sign for moderation and peace, etc., in the Middle East. and it looks like, we're going to have to deal with more hardliners and more unreasonable people, more radicals, etc. And of course, no one is happy about this except the radicals inside Iran, of course, and our own radicals. The neocons have come out and said that they want Ahmadinejad to win.